Good evening, my fellow infected psychopaths. Today I'll be injecting you with the insanity that is my voice. Let's get started. I really need some new ideas to make some new Lego guns, don't I? Time to search through YouTube. Is this lock? Okay. That's not really what I need though. Lock? Another one? No. Come on, YouTube, there gotta be something other than just models of Glock 19s.
Later.
Glock. Oh wait! It says that's just a Glock rubber band gun. Come on, there gotta be something new in here. Ah, here we are. New model of Lego weapons. Unseen and unheard of. This should do perfectly. Hey, get your own. This one's mine. Whoa, hey! Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, this one's mine! Yeah. Psychopath 1, disembodied hand 0. Uh-oh. Ow, that hurt like hell. Hey, that's mine! You know, I just realized I've been severely outmatched. I guess I'll just head on. Psych! Quick, editor, cue the doom music! Ow. That was fun. Let's not do that again. At least I got you. Now then, let's see what's inside. This, my dear psychopaths, is the semi-automatic handgun that I like to call the heavy hitter. It actually fires too. Mostly, the reason why I'm saying this is because Lego pistols should be working pistols, not Glocks.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that? Who's the slimy little communist shit twinkle-toed cocksucker down here who just signed his own death warrant?
Anyways, I got tired of seeing people making spring-loaded Lego pistols, or in this case, model Glocks. This pistol is clearly different due to the fact that it being semi-automatic, and being mag-fed as well. Of course, like all feats of engineering, this one does have some drawbacks, such as the placement of the trigger. The trigger is kind of placed at a weird spot. Rather than being on the dead center of the handle, it's actually almost like on the side in front of the handle. The weapon is also pretty massive too, which is why I call it the heavy hitter. One of the reasons why it's so big in the front is mostly due to the battery pack. The battery pack is kind of placed in front of the gun but on the bottom. Within like a side of the handle almost, there is a magazine catch and release mechanism that locks the mechanism in place when being loaded. gun also uses a mechanism similar to the cannon fire when it comes to the trigger mechanism. It uses a lever action mechanism to kind of push the projectile from the magazine into the flywheels. As you can see from the diagram, you can see how it works. I think one of the biggest challenges I ever faced when making this pistol was how or where am I going to put the button or switch to activate the flywheels. My obvious answer would be in the back of the handle, but how am I going to move the wires without the wires sticking out? That was the question I was asking. There was a simple answer to this, which is known as copper tape. Copper tape is just like the name implies. It's basically tape with, but rather than like clear plastic, there's paper thin copper. This is what I used to stick on the inside of the Lego gun handle. Then I simply made the connections from the switch to the flywheels. The flywheels, of course, it was responsible for flinging the projectile outward. For those who don't know, or you've never even heard of a Nerf gun mechanism, flywheels are basically two motors that has these wheels on it that can fling a projectile outward. The wheels spin in one direction, so that way when a projectile is in between the pair of flywheels, it flings the projectile outward. This mechanism is common in many Nerf guns, as well as some of my other previous models of Lego guns. Make sure to check this out! The magazine is a very simple mechanism. It's been used in countless other Lego guns. Not just mine, but in a lot of people who like to make Lego guns as a hobby. Basically, the magazine kind of has a rubber band mechanism that pushes the projectile upwards, which gets stopped from the top of the magazine. There's a little part where the projectiles can actually leave the magazine.
Distance is 14 to 25 feet or 4.2672 to 7.62 meters. Power sources to 18,650 mAh batteries.
And that's all the time we have today for this class of Arsenal. Make sure to tune in for my next project where I show you another model of the Eternal Assault Rifle I've been working on. This one's Mark II. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also hit or shoot the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out my Twitter as well for my daily life updates, as well as upcoming projects. Also, feel free to comment too. I want to see your guys' thoughts on the video. Until next time, see you later, you psychopaths.